Hey. All right, you may as well get cozy because it may not be Cancer season, but we do actually have three planets in Cancer currently. And the hot news for this week, well, there's two hot news. One is Venus, which is in Cancer, the planet that represents love, relational principles, the pleasure principle in the sign of Cancer, water sign. It's emotional connectivity, it's feeling snug and emotionally safe, etc. Loves a good comfort meal, loves comfort. America, the sun is in Cancer, and this explains so much when you think about it. Americans love to wear cozy, comfortable clothes like the tracksuit. I mean, there's the humble tracksuit, and then there's the cool sort of hip hop look. There's so many different looks with this. Funnily enough, my Cancer Sun conjunct Jupiter in Cancer friend just wears pretty much like funky, really bright colored, fun tracksuits now. Very comfortable and makes everyone happy, brings joy because they're so colorful. So, this planet, Venus, in Cancer is conjunct Jupiter, which of course is the planet that rules abundance, growth, expansion, and often luck. So when Jupiter's called the greater benefic, Venus is the lesser benefic. So basically they're the two planets that just bring the most. We love having these two planets come around, come to town, aspect our chart favorably. They usually bring favor. So if Jupiter, the amplifier, is conjunct Venus, a planet or principle of pleasure, we're amplifying pleasure in a Cancerian way, along Cancerian themes. So this is Wednesday AM for us here in Australia. So that'll be Tuesday in much of the northern hemisphere. At 25 degrees Cancer. Now, this is the point you want to look at in your birth chart because this is where they really come together. So this conjunction is on, 4 or 5 days before, 4 or 5 days after, maybe a little bit more depending on your chart. But it really peaks on Tuesday/Wednesday. So what are you going to do to amplify and create pleasure? Are you going to be intentional about this, or are you going to be more observational? Just get along with your life and notice who shows up or what becomes apparent for you. You might come upon a realization about what you want in love, what you want in terms of pleasure, what you want to bring into your life yourself. Or observationally, it's about look at who shows up on the day particularly or around this period over the last and next week. Who is that person or those people? Because they are all coming in on this influence, and you might have these two planets are conjoined, so it's not just a Venusian person or a Jupiterian person. It's a Venusian Jupiterian person. And here I am hanging out with my friend who is a Cancer that has this Jupiter on her sun. It's been very Venusian in terms of she's an artist. I was hanging out with her while she was installing in Australia's a third colonized established town. It's a very old and very quaint and cute, and lots of creative people around who are really adorable. And of course my friend has beautiful work always. She's Libra rising, so she has these transits to her sun Jupiter conjunction right now, so I feel like I was sort of experiencing them through her, like aligning with her transit in a way. This is in my second house of money. So for me, it's different to you if you have this, say, in your 10th house of career, or your first house, your rising, or your 4th house of home. So, of course, look at where this is in your chart. So it's in a water sign. You could just go pamper yourself at a beautiful spa and just take a day or half a day to revel in the energy this conjunction supports. I personally like to do a bit of both, but at the very least, I just remain aware without trying to control things about who shows up particularly when I have Venus return or Venus to, say, my sun or through my seventh house. So you could do a bit of both. You could decide this is a beautiful day to catch up with someone and just really enjoy the pleasure of interaction. Venus is about relationships. You might meet the person of your dreams that you'll be with for the rest of your life. Maybe do some swiping or make that date for this particular day. But do notice the truth of it. Don't just be thinking, well, Venus is conjunct Jupiter, this is the one for me. Just be open to what actually is. So what a beautiful energy. You could go to an art gallery. You could go shopping, obviously, and probably spend way too much on Cancerian things. Like if you went into a homewares department, just make sure you take a budget with you. Or this could just be a good time to beautify your home, because Cancer rules the family, the home, obviously the chosen family, and you might meet a few of those around this time that come into your life and just feel like home, or you might want to stick around for a while. There's just one caveat. This beautiful Venus conjunct Jupiter situation is square Chiron in Aries. So it is not just that. There is some pain point that could easily be triggered because Chiron, the wounded healer, but also mentor. So you could find a mentor, you could become a mentoree, you could mentor someone, find your mentoree. You could have a pain point around being able to enjoy pleasure, or even your own beauty principle, or something to do with relationships. There could be, or finances. Sometimes Venus Venus is value, so it could be around that. So just note what that is too, and it could be an opportunity to identify this so that you can go in and heal it, so you can address it. So think of it like that. If a situation is spiraling, step away from it. Don't spiral further into it. Just remember, Chiron is square. This one, squares are very tense. It means there's something that's not working together, and it can really feel like a clash. So you might book that spa date and, I don't know, something happens, like the place is closed. It could be that simple. It could just be, it could be deeper than that. So it really depends on what's happening with your chart. Enjoy.